Hi guys, and welcome back to Helltaker the Second Circle. Our last time, me and Azazel went on a little ice cream date. Although for a short while. And I say a short while because that museum dude from her first date suddenly popped out from nowhere and begged us to go to his museum and look at his art and figure out if they are either real or forged. So yeah, that's gonna be the third date whenever they release. But for now, let's just head on in to Justice's second date. True to your word, you and Justice start hitting the gym on a regular basis. Though grueling at times, the workouts leave you feeling better than ever. Well, at least you two are getting your exercise outdoors-ish. I mean, you're still in the gym. With a newfound spring in your step, you decide that it's time to complete some of the more menial household errands that you have been putting off until now. Starting with some of the boxes that are laying around in Modius's closet, you begin carting your old junk out to the car for donation. Boxes in Modius's closet. Gee, I wonder what she's keeping in that box. As you are carrying a particularly cumbersome box, one filled to the brim with your old model sets and paints, you run into Justice in the living room. Literally. Wow there, Chief! Exclamation marks right here. You clatter to the ground in an amazing display of stooge-like physical comedy. Then, as if that wasn't enough, the withered tape holding the box together gives way and its contents spill out onto the floor. Wait, a fully taped box suddenly just poof. How the fuck does that work, cartoon-wise? Sorry, Taker, I didn't hear you coming. It's alright. Here, let me help you clean up. Oh, that isn't necessary. Nonsense! I'm happy to help. Before you can protest any further, Justice, already feeling around on the floor, she places her hand on one of the pieces that had escaped the box. Aha! Hold on. That looks like some sort of, Roman figure, I think? I'm saying Roman because of the shield on his back. Oh, what's this? It's nothing, Taker. Doesn't feel like nothing. You watch with a mix of horror and embarrassment as Justice ponders over the object in her hands. Now, what do we have here? A toy of some sort? You know, this reminds me a lot of the nights that were all over the place when I was young. Oh, she is getting close. She's getting close. I remember children would run around with these little wooden replicas of the warriors they favored the most. Could this be one of your old toys from when you were a kid? Jigs up, Taker. Not exactly. Oh? It's a model. A model? Yeah, collecting them was an old hobby of mine. What do you do with them after you collect them? Well, you're supposed to paint them. After that, it depends on the person, I guess. I don't know, just store them in some safe shelf? Some people just keep them around to look at. Yeah, basically collectibles. Other people like to use them in games. I see. And what do you do with them? Well, I wanted to paint them and put them up for display, but... You look sheepishly at the figure that Justice has in her hands. Color choice aside, the paint job itself is atrocious. I see, cause tiny toy plus big taker hands equals clumsy art job. The paint is globbed on so thickly that many of the model's more intricate details have been lost. Beyond that, the shading is inconsistent. The freehand work looks like a child's crayon drawing, and there is still evidence of glue at the joints where the excess was not wiped away properly. But what? I never got the hang of it. Ah. Painting was never my strong suit. So, what are you gonna do with them now? I'm not sure. They've just been sitting in boxes, cluttering up Moni's closet since I got back from hell. Maybe someone who's better at painting can strip the color and do them up properly. With a sigh, you begin gathering up the figures that lay scattered over the living room floor. Expecting Justice to pitch in and help right away, you are surprised when the demon does not move. Justice? Looking up, you are met with a surprising sight. Justice is frowning. You don't like painting anymore? No, I do still. It's just... Then where are you getting rid of this stuff? Well, I haven't touched it in a long time, so all it's doing is taking up space. Why don't you just move it all to your room then? I could do that, I suppose. But what? I just really don't think I'm cut out for painting, Justice. ... I gotta be honest with you, Taker. It makes me sad to think about you giving up on something you once enjoyed. Oh man, how true is that? In life, if you love doing something, then just do it. Sure, you'll get tired of it at one point, but you're never gonna give up on that one or few things you enjoy in life. ... You say you aren't good at painting. So what? Is there a competition? No. Do you have to be the best painter out there? Man, Justice really giving out some life advice here, huh, folks? No, I suppose not. Then answer me this, honestly. Even though the paint jobs were great, you still enjoyed painting, didn't you? I did. Then who cares? Pardon? Look, I know that it feels good to be good at something. Oof, right there with you. But this is a hobby, man. You're not entering them in any competitions, and you aren't selling them for profit. So who cares if you're good or not? All that matters is you and the enjoyment you get out of the deal. Justice! Oh, speaking life advice right here. Right? Okay. At the end of the day, I'm not going to tell you what to do here. If you really want to get rid of this stuff, go for it. I won't stop you. But if you ask me, I don't think you really want to close the door on this hobby. I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, that you enjoyed the hell out of painting these things, and the only reason you're quitting is because there's this little voice in your head that's needling you and saying that you have to be good at something for it to be worthwhile. Justice! Oh my God! Speaking the truth! Well, I say, screw that! Being good at a hobby is secondary. Happiness is what really counts. Can we give this woman an Oscar or some kind of reward right now, please? You find yourself looking down at the figure resting in your palm. It's true, the paint job is horrendous. But nevertheless, you recall the excitement you felt when you brought it home and took it out of the box. You remember staring wide-eyed at the pieces laid out before you, daydreaming of all the colors you wanted to use. It took you all afternoon just to paint that one figure. An afternoon well spent. You're right. I do miss this hobby. And I don't really want to get rid of all this stuff. Then don't. Here, let me help you clean up all this stuff, and then we can set it all up in your room, yeah? Maybe you can use... Sorry. Maybe you can describe to me just how you've painted some of these little dudes. You nod and set to work to cleaning up the figures off the living room floor. And here we are in my room. With Justice's help, it doesn't take you long at all, and soon the two of you are sitting side by side on your bed with the box's contents laid out before you. Grinning from ear to ear, Justice has the figure of a knight in her hands and is feeling it over with her fingertips. And what about this one? It's red. Just red? Yeah? Well, what kind of red? Is it a deep blood red or a bright crimson? Or maybe it's closer to a soft rose. No, it's not like that. So what? Scarlet? Vermilion? Come on, Taker. It's, red? Oh. Just red? No, there's also some yellow for the lions on his shield. I see. And how about this one? That's an elf sort of character. I painted her robes green. As you watch Justice play with the figure in her hand, a thought occurs to you. Say, Justice. I don't want to sound rude, but how can you picture what colors are what? Oh yeah, 'cause a reminder, she blind, Justice. I wasn't always blind, you know. Okay. I guess blind Justice didn't exist when she was born. You weren't? No, when I was much younger, I could see. Oh. What happened? That's a long story, Taker. Perhaps one for another day? Sorry, I didn't mean to pry. Don't worry about it, Chief. If it were up to me, I'd have no problems telling you all about it. But since there are others in this house that are involved in that story, I don't want it out their past without their consent, you know. I understand. Without missing a beat, Justice reaches for another figure. What color is this one? Actually, I haven't painted that one yet. Really? Yeah. I've been meaning to get around to it, but I've been a little sidetracked lately. Well, what are you waiting for now? You've got the paints and the brushes. Now is as good a time as any to slap a coat on this bad boy. I suppose you're right. Let's see here. You rummage around in the box of your paints. However, much to your dismay, you find them in bad sorts. Many of the hues have leaked out due to being improperly closed, while others have gone outright bad. Damn. What is it? My paints are bad. That's a bummer. Looks like I didn't close them properly. I'll have to restock at some point. Where do you usually get your paints? There's a little hobby shop in town. They've got a big wall of paint, so I shouldn't have a problem loading up on new colors. Can I come with you? You really want to? Of course! We can browse through some of their models too, right? I should expand my collection, shouldn't I? That's what I like to hear. So it's a date, right? Yeah, it's a date. Pfft. Whoa, hold on. That's it? Is that really Justice's date? Wow. Okay. I guess I'll just end it here. I really didn't expect this to be so short. But if you guys enjoyed me and Justice's, I'm not even sure what to call this, a little talk about hobbies and that sort of thing. Doing what you enjoy. I don't know. Life advice. We'll just stick to that. If you enjoyed Justice's life advice in this episode, hit that like button and consider subscribing if you want to see more content from me. And with that said, I'll see you around soon. Oh, and before I forget, Judgment is up next, just letting you know. So, yeah, see you then.